in this?
In education and the ARC process, you know what, you're never going to please everyone. And none of us want to close schools, but the reality is of today's declining enrollment and the funding formula, we have to make some decisions. And it's not just North Bay, it's Parry Sound, Omagwin. So and we're going to be closing more, or looking at closing more schools in a couple of years down the road.
So what was decided tonight? So Trussler, King George,
and Dr. McDougall,
are all going.
they're going to be consolidated into a brand new build, and that's dependent upon the Ministry of Education giving us the funding to do that.
Now, Kathy fully expects that funding, but there's still a possibility you might not get that funding. You might be status quo.
Yeah, you know how politics goes. Anything can happen. But that is what we've been told, that if you do the process and get your business in order, then to expect a decision of a new school.
What's the plan B if you don't get the new build?
Well, as you heard from Kathy, is that the status quo. We don't close the 3 schools. They stay. You can't move them anywhere else.
But this whole procedure was done to consolidate, to save money, to save, probably heating bills and other expenses that would be attributed to schools that are open but a third full or 40% full.
Absolutely. It's part of our strategic plan. It started with moving the 7/8s into the high schools. We've got a number of our high schools doing that already, and also looking at vacancies. And what's changed is the ministry is not funding vacant seats where there's no brains in the seats. They're not paying for it. It's quite simple.